Hello, and welcome to myfinanceteacher.org. Aren't the markets crazy these days and these weeks? Over the weekend, crude oil price dropped from 41.6 where it closed on Friday to the opening price of 32.4. It even dipped under $28 this morning, and current crude oil price is $33.5. Crazy things happening with the stock markets, with the crude oil markets. A lot of unexpected events happening with the emergency 50 basis point Fed rate hike a few days, and now another event that you couldn't have expected is an oil price war between Saudi Arabia and Russia. That's happening right now today on the 9th of March. As I said, bringing the price of oil down nearly 20% in one day. How crazy is that, given that I entered some USO positions when the crude oil was retesting the support zone at about $42 per barrel. However, as I wrote in my community post on YouTube, I left plenty of cash to average down on the oil price in case if the decline in crude oil price continued. Of course, I didn't expect gold dropping down this much. I used about 30% of my oil-related part of the portfolio, and I'm actually thinking to allocate another 20 or another 30% to crude oil today. So looking at the USO, this is the fund I'm using to invest into oil. My previous buying price was about 8.9, and if I add another 30% to my position, that will average my price to just about $8 per share on USO. It's hard to say if the fighting between Russia and Saudi Arabia will bring crude oil and USO prices even lower, but I think I would like to allocate 50 or 60% of my crude oil related assets at the current prices. After all, crude oil price, after dropping down from that long-term support at 42, has now bounced up from 27.4. Relatively close to that very long-term support zone established in early 2016 at about $26.2. So even if the fights between Russia and Saudi Arabia on the crude oil market continues, I think given that you leave some cash aside, 50 or 60% position at these prices is relatively attractive. Next, moving on to the stock market, a crazy drop on the stock market as well. We see that S&P 500 dropped by about 6 or 7% in one day again. And just as we were expecting in some of our previous videos on the stock market, we have seen now a lower low in this declining phase. So I think a buying opportunity in the stock market is coming up relatively soon. However, it's hard to say at the moment if S&P 500 will continue to decline. So I'm trying to get ready with my part of the portfolio that is set aside for the general stock market, but I'm not buying S&P 500 at the moment yet. When it's time, I will probably use QQQ, triple Qs, to enter a long position on S&P 500. So that's my update on Crazy Monday. Let me know if you think we're going to have a crazy Tuesday as well. I wish you personally and your bank account to stay healthy in this crazy time. And good luck in your trades.